online, booking them right through the Rainmaker scheduling through the PG. And a few of those are booking themselves like 2 weeks out, things like that.
How do you have any type of automation for them? So they made appointments 2 weeks out. You still want to keep in touch with them because you don't want them to kind of lose interest in those 2 weeks. How do you handle those?
They go into a Rainmaker flow.
Okay.
With a tag, because through the PG, they automatically get a tag. And just correct me if I'm not right on this, Dalton. They get tagged as a prospect flow, and then I think, there's a series there's
a series of emails, of 10 emails up to 49 days after someone becomes a prospect.
So the same thing as a prospect, or do they get something else because they've already made an appointment?
Yes, they get something else. They're considered a trial member. When they go through that link, they're considered a trial member.
Okay.
So they'll get that flow instead of it's a little bit different. I'm looking at it right here.
Yeah, there's the video in there that explains what's going to happen when they come in, how to recognize the whole thing, like basically like we've been talking about the whole time. So there's that.
Did you ever do that car race thing yet for Richard Petty?
We did not. We did not do that.
When Jeannie and I did it, I had a bunch of clients to it. This was a while back. The big thing when they teach you is when you're driving to look ahead. And so you're not just looking right in front of you, but you're looking down the track. So you're pre-planning what you have to do. And I thought that was a huge thing. I still get in trouble because sometimes when I drive and I'll slam on the brakes and Jeannie goes, "Didn't you see that coming?" But the point is, when I was running my school, it was like the same thing. On a Monday morning, I would look at my schedule. If I had a birthday party on Saturday, I said, okay, that's cool. Do I have appointments on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday? Okay, no. So how far out does it really look good? And then if there was something lagging, I would have to make sure I get busy and fill that up with appointments. Or if I'm looking at Monday and I'm scouting out into Saturday, if I don't have a birthday party, what am I going to do in Saturday for marketing so I don't have that birthday opportunity? So I think that's one of the things that's really important. So it's not just, okay, I have 5 appointments today. That's really good. But if I have no appointments on Thursday, what am I going to do between now and Wednesday to make sure I schedule appointments for Thursday? Because when we first started, what was called the operating control sheet, I know you guys don't use, but the real name was it was a contract a day, no tolerance, no excuse. So the whole idea is you had to sign up a contract a day. Doesn't matter if it's a new student, if it's a renewal, but if I'm going to do that, I have to have appointments. So I'm looking on my schedule. If I don't have an appointment on Wednesday, there's no way I'm going to do a contract. So I've got to make sure I have appointments. And I always used to give myself leeway saying that out of all the appointments, maybe 50% will show up. So if I don't have 2 appointments, if I just have 1 appointment, there's a good chance I'm going to have no appointments. So I always try to get at least 2. So one of the things that Dalton could be doing, since he's kind of your program director, is making sure your schedule's always filled up. And if it's not, then I'm just going to go back on my prospects. I can make more phone calls, do what it takes, and ask some more referrals. But the important thing is I have appointments. So again, a contract's a contract. If I can't get a new student and I'm looking down, it's okay, no new student appointments for this Wednesday, but next month I have 3 people to renew by the end of the month. Let's put an appointment in there for renewal. So that'd be kind of a cool thing for everyone to set for like a goal for 2020. So I'm not just going to concentrate on having 15 contracts, new students at the end of the month. I'm going to concentrate on doing a contract a day. I had a friend, R.S. Mitchell, who actually created that operating control sheet. R.S. has a school up in Maryland. Before he had his school, he owned a Mercedes-Benz dealership. And part of his Mercedes dealership, you had to sell a car a day. So the dealership had to set a car a day, and they set the goals like how many appointments we're going to do, how many opportunities we have to show a car, test drive a car. When he converted to his martial arts school, instead of selling a car a day, it was doing a contract a day. It really helped him a lot. He was really tough. I mean, he told his team they had to do a contract a day or they don't get a bonus at the end of the year. And he said, well, if you don't have a contract today, you can always buy someone a week of summer camp. I mean, that could be your contribution. And he would actually have his staff buy a week of summer camp and give it to someone just so they made sure they did a contract a day. So the whole idea was a contract a day, no tolerance, no excuses. You had to do it. So you may not be strict like him on you and your staff, but if you can just kind of set that as a goal. And this way you can kind of set yourself up for success. Tomorrow's looking good. I've got 2 appointments. I'm going to call and confirm those. If someone cancels, I'm going to make sure I get another one. And I always have 2 appointments. I have 2 appointments. I have 2 opportunities. 2 opportunities. If one falls through, I'm still going to get that contract today. Contract today could be someone doing an add-on program. And so they're not actually signing up as a new student or upgrading, but they're adding on your weapons course, your hyper, whatever it's going to be, your parkour class. It could be someone doing summer camp. That could be a contract today. As long as they're promising to pay some type of money, that's a contract. It does have to be a new student or renewal. I don't know how you guys can track that at your own, if you go to the Rainmaker vault, in the vault, there's an operating control sheet. So if you just kind of want to follow that on your own, there's a way to track that through Rainmaker. Dalton, I got to put you on the spot here for a second. Tell me about your Valentine's Day party, Parents' Night Out in February. What's it going to look like?
Right now, we have a Parents' Night Out on the 14th. I'm guessing that's going to probably be a Nerf gun. I think we're going to want to do a Nerf gun again. Right now, I believe we just talked about the party being scheduled on February 1st, Shervonk's party. I think that's it for our events right now. We have our Buddy Week, the first week of February, and then Strike Week at the end of the month.
Okay.
Is that what you were asking?
Yeah.
Sorry,
So your Parents' Night Out is going to be themed towards
Nerf guns. Yeah.
Nerf guns. Okay. Again, being Valentine's Day, you just may want to do some type of theme with that. I had people shop last year at Party City, get online because they have tons of stuff for having a party on Valentine's Day. One of our clients got sunglasses. They were real cheap, but they look like hearts. So it's like you got 2 hearts for sunglasses. That'd be kind of cool with a Nerf gun because, kids get those to protect their eyes, and it would just be kind of a funny thing for taking. I always have to think of what's going to get people to take pictures and what is going to take people to post stuff online. I know one person last year did a media wall out of red heart balloons. So kids would take a picture of that. But it's just kind of a cool reason for them to post something online. So I think the Nerf gun is super popular, but I wouldn't forget about it being Valentine's Day.
That's right. That was Valentine's Day.
Have you ordered your Valentine's Day cards for kids to hand out at school? Okay. This is one of those things that's I consider a no-brainer. Everyone gives Valentine's Day cards out to each other at school on Valentine's Day. So you get them through Get Students. It's just a Valentine's Day card that they can give. It just says, have a kickin' Valentine's, if you want to do. Has some type of offer like a free class or free 2 weeks, whatever you want to do. So I get a chance to give a card to my friend that says, have a kickin' Valentine's Day, which is kind of cool because I'm a young martial artist and I want to have people know that I'm a young martial artist and I'm doing karate. And then we usually put something on there so our students have the best cards in school. So while everyone else is just giving a card, we're going to give a card, and on that card is going to be a piece of candy or a lollipop or something. So you actually attach that to the card and give it to the kids. So now they have the coolest cards in the entire class. Last year, I remember seeing a picture of William Pierce. William Pierce had, I think, about like 10,000 cards. And he wanted to put lollipops on each one. So he put a table out there when parents came to take their kids to class, like the week before Valentine's Day, the parents were sticking these lollipops on all the cards. So the parents always want to volunteer, help you out at the school. So it gives them a chance to volunteer, be helpful. and you get the coolest cards for your kids. So I would shop early for those. I know I posted on Rainmaker last week cards that are specifically made for Rainmakers, and it also had a coupon to get 10% off cards, so you get a 10% savings. Just go back on the Rainmaker Business Solution page.
What do you think some of the pitfalls are with that? Now, last year we did it, and got the cards, and I thought they were good cards. They were what we should have had, and we just got a zero response to it. And a lot of the parents complained that they're not allowed to give those type of cards out at school. They're not allowed to, I'm not sure if that's true, but there was some resistance against it, we're like, maybe, we didn't put the piece of candy on there. Maybe there's got to be something, more to it, but, or maybe we're not explaining it well.
I want you to invite you to be my guest at my karate class. So you're not trying to lure them in with some type of trial program. I think that'd be kind of cool. I mean, that is just part of the gift that they're giving. I don't know why people complain, but this is the first I've ever heard of someone giving someone a hard time or complaining about this.
Yeah, I don't remember specifically what some of the objections were, but I know some of the parents came back and said that their school doesn't allow that. They don't allow that type of thing. Mm-hmm. We're like, well, you tell me what my kid can get. I don't know. But I guess, like, what would be some, like when you're going to give out the cards, the word, how do we announce this? I mean, like, here's free Valentine's cards, give them to your friends, but I think the presentation is what somehow we're not getting right here. How we're presenting it to the parents or the kids. It looks like it should be a no-brainer, but it's not.
Okay, so you got Dalton up in front of the class, and he's got the dual heart sunglasses on. He's looking really cool. He goes, "Hey guys, we want to help you guys have the coolest Valentine's Day cards in your entire school." So we had these made. It's got a cool cartoon front on, and on the back or on the front it says "Have a kickin' Valentine's Day." So it's going to be unique. Everyone else is going to give generic cards. You're going to have one that's martial arts related. It's a cool kicker on there. On the back, we have an invitation where your friend can actually come in and take a karate class with you. I would try to keep it looking not so much like a rack card, but more like a Valentine's Day card with just that gift. I would say to make it really, really special when you pick these up, because we're going to give everyone 30. If you need more, we'll give you more, but we're going to give you 30, and we're going to even attach a lollipop. So you guys can be really popular in school. You're going to have the coolest Valentine's Day card, and you're actually giving everyone a piece of candy. So I think it's just got to be kind of light like that. And I think if he's got something like those sunglasses, it looks like Valentine's Day or something like that, I don't know. Parents don't have to take them. Okay, parents, I understand if you don't want them, that's fine. We just want to help the kids out. Of course, we're always looking to introduce our martial arts to other kids. And if you tell the parents, hey, parents, we're trying to have the kids have the coolest cards, but we're also trying to inspire them to get their friends into martial arts. Because we know what martial arts can do for kids. I mean, how your kids are healthier. They're leading a happier lifestyle. They're more positive to other kids. We want to make that impact. So if you guys can help us, that'd be awesome. So I wouldn't deny that you're trying to get students, but I would make sure the students or the parents understood the reason you're trying to get kids. It's not about the money. It's about inspiring for other kids to get into martial arts. And we think that's important because those kids tend to live a positive attitude. Those kids tend to be healthier. Those kids tend to be leaders instead of followers. So anytime we have a chance to inspire kids, we're going to take advantage of that.
I like that.
I think it's really, really hard to say if I got 1 student or 10 students out of this, because 5,000 people, if you do 5,000 cards, are going to see your logo. If they don't sign up, parent decides later on that they want to do martial arts and they'll say, I've heard about that school. I don't know how I heard about it. It's just an opportunity for them to see you. I've had some people tell me, hey, it's August, and guess what I got today? Someone came in with a Valentine's Day card. So it's any time you have a chance to do some marketing and do some networking, getting your logo out there and your branding out there, I think it's important. I would even put a stack in. Anytime I went to a business, I'd see if I can put a stack of cards there. People can just take a card.
Yeah, and I guess we talked about it yesterday. With the whole business with the go-kart and different things, and we're trying to learn from that or whatever. But I think sometimes, again, in our presentation with some of this stuff, or even with I'm not sure, but probably some of the kids would be like, well, my friends don't do karate. And we're like, yeah, we know that, but it's something as simple as that. Like, well, I can't give these out. My friends don't do karate, or I don't have any friends. Just weird stuff like that we don't even really have a good comeback for.
Well, the kids, their friends don't do karate. I go, really? A kid who doesn't? Wow, you got to be kidding me. Let's get him in here.
Yeah, it just.
You got to turn around with some type of sense of humor.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, it's just.
It's like I always say, you got to think of the donut, not the hole. The donut's the important thing. The hole of the donut's there, but it's got nothing to do with it. So, the donut is going out there and marketing my school, getting more kids in. The hole is that one or two parents that are going to try to discourage me, and I'm not going to do the big thing. So, I don't I just kind of smile, laugh. Well, it's not for everyone. We just love having you here at the school.
Cool.
What do you think? Because Kemp is really concerned sometimes when he gets some negative feedback. What do you think, Kemp?
I mean, you nailed it right on the head. I mean, it's the donut and the hole. So there's really not much to say about it. I don't give the kids a lot of chance to explain why they can't do something. We just don't go there. I mean, I know the children that are going to just be negative Nancy's, so they don't get called on in class. They get talked to after class, and they get their attention from me, but they're not going to talk in the middle of class because I know it's nothing positive ever.
You got to shut that down. That's right.
Yeah, and the more I was thinking about this today when I had a small school, it's kind of neat because you only have like 5 or 6 problems a month. And then you get 200 students, and now you got 15 problems a month. And then you get 500 students. Man, I got like 50 people. So the earlier you can kind of just let that go where it doesn't bother you, and just say, hey, in my heart, I know it's right. The only thing you control is how you feel about other people. You can't control how people feel about you. You do your best to be that shining example of a great martial artist, but there's some people that look for the negative in everything, and they're going to be in your class, so just let it go.
Yeah.
Very cool, guys. Another thing, I posted this on the Rainmaker page 2 today. February is usually our invitational month. So start thinking of how you can do your invitation for upgrades. I know that the bakers have actual invitations. So they're going to hand out people that aren't in Hyper. They're going to give them invitations to try out Hyper. They're going to call and do invitations for people not on the upgrade program, invite them to try a upgrade program. The reason we use February, because February is not usually a graduation month. It's between graduations. There's nothing naturally to make everyone excited. So we're creating excitement in all the groups by saying, hey, we were watching your child in class. He's doing really, really good. You know what I think would be even better, though, if he kind of expanded his goals and maybe did a hyper class. So I'd like to invite him in to try a hyper class. Come in, maybe parents would come in, they can watch it, we can do a class, explain what it's all about. And then if he really, really enjoys it, we're going to give you an opportunity to get started at a discount. So you invite 20 people. You're trying to get 20 appointments. You say you invited 20 people and 10 people say yes. Well, ask another 10 people and keep going up until you get 20 appointments. If you're looking to add to your competition team, Hey, you want to get 10 people. Well, try to get, again, 20 people in attendance, so 50% will enroll, and now you've got a good program there. February can be the best month for everyone as far as student value if you work on these upgrades. Going back to the bakers. The bakers charge $55 a month to do an add-on program. Their add-on programs include Hyper. They have a competition team. They have a demo team. And they also have CIT, which is a Certified Instructor Training Program. If you did any one of those, it's a $55 add-on. It also allows people to prepay 6 months for $600. So they save like $30 if they do a prepaid. It only takes 10 people at $600 each to increase your revenue by $6,000 on the month of February. So consider February your invitational month. Write out a list of what you have that people can either upgrade to or add on. Bakers do an invitation. They actually give invitations in class. Some people make phone calls. Phone calls are pretty neat because kids feel really special. But fill those classes with your appointments. Again, if you want to get 10 people, get 20 people to commit to the class. Maybe 15 will actually show up. Out of those 15, if you give a really killer class, you're going to get 10 people to enroll. And hopefully a portion of those people that enroll are going to do paid in fulls. So it gives you an opportunity to take in extra money for paid in fulls. It also gives you an opportunity to build up your monthly revenue through Rainmaker. So, Parents Night Out, gift card exchange, invitationals. If you're doing summer camp, I would have at least my trifolds ready for summer camp. So I want a nice printed trifold that's got the 2020 summer camp. On the inside, it's got a planned out day, it's got the themed week, it's got the prices in there. And have that ready to really promote by the end of February. February is just a great month for summer camps. Parents know that if they want to secure a place, most will have to do it by February. I still have a time to give them a discount. So maybe your regular price is going to be $169. The February price for early enrollment could be $139. So there's a discount. Or at least getting people to commit to different weeks. So a lot of opportunities in February. Short month. I've seen it. It's not short month. It's 29 days this year. It's a leap year, right? I think. Who cares? Who cares? We're going to do it anyway. Any questions, guys? Hey, Dave, I'm seeing your guitars in the background. We just bought a new house 2 weeks ago. I was looking at the new house. There was a guitar on the floor like that, but I saw a signature. I picked it up, and it was Ricky Nelson that signed it.
Really?
Yeah. It was pretty
Wow.
cool. I'm looking at it. I figured it wasn't on the wall or hanging or anything. It was just like yours on a stand on the floor. It's Ricky Nelson.
But it was actually signed by him, looks like?
Yeah, it was just signed by him.
Well, that's got to be pretty rare. I mean, he died, what, 40, 50 years ago, right?
Yeah, probably, yeah. I thought it was pretty cool.
That's very cool. Very cool.
All right, guys. Everyone have a good day. Enjoy the rest of it.
Thank you.
Thank you.